Hey everybody, we're back with another video lecture, and this time we're talking about jury selection and another word often used in association with this is voir dire. That's often used in many different pronunciations. Unlike many words in the legal dictionary, voir dire is actually a French word, and it stands for speak the truth. Now, where do these things come from? Who knows? But it's in our ancient past, part of the English common law tradition. And so basically, the idea is that while the jury is sitting in the seats, they're subject to interviewing by the judge and both lawyers. And in some cases, the lawyers have an opportunity to strike off people who are not suitable in their mind to be jurors. And in other cases, the judge can strike people that are not suitable. So the judge's strikes are basically what we call for cause, and the lawyer strikes are what we call peremptory, and I always spell it wrong, peremptory. Okay, so what we're talking about here is for cause. I've actually had people sitting on my jury that said, I don't believe in the Constitution, I'm an anarchist. I had a guy actually literally say, I am an anarchist and I don't believe in the U.S. Constitution. This is in a big city. Well, guess what happened? The next 6 people that got up and took his place said, I'm an anarchist too. You know, so basically just trying to get out of jury service. It's just a bad deal. And then the next thing is that the judge got really frustrated, but really had no choice. If someone says they're not going to uphold the Constitution, you know, then they're not going to be able to serve on the jury. Other reasons for challenges for cause, felony convictions, different things that the judge may seem to think, well, this wouldn't be a good person to sit on jury. Sometimes people are barred from jury service with a felony conviction, and yet they slip through the cracks and still get in there on the panel, and the judge has to take them off. Sometimes the judge will just use a challenge for cause. Every judge is different. But if he makes a determination, well, this person is sick, this person can't hear, this person can't see, this person's really busy, he's a farmer, right now is a bad time, he's harvesting crops, then the judge will take him off the jury. It doesn't even really give the lawyers a chance. Well, when the lawyers get down, there's unlimited, by the way, challenges for cause, but the peremptory challenges that the lawyers have, very limited. 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on the size of the jury. Now, in a murder case, there's usually a huge number of preempts, like 30, and this all varies from state to state. But there's always a large number of preempts because of you're going to have people that they just don't like, you know, the color of their hair, whatever, you know. You know, for many, many years, a lawyer could use a peremptory challenge for any reason, and so a lot of times, that we talk a little bit about this already, Batson type of what we call violation. And a Batson violation, Batson versus Kentucky, involves striking people off the jury just because that they're African American. Now, a little inside joke or story associated with this is a lot of times, you know, African Americans are no different than anybody else. They don't want to serve on a jury either, you know. So a lot of times it didn't really hurt their feelings if they were taken off a jury. But some of them were really upset and outraged by that from a civil rights standpoint. So, you know, all people, regardless of race, culture, creed, religion, if they are otherwise qualified to be a juror in this country, then they should be allowed to sit on a jury. And so these peremptory challenges, over time, they've changed. In the early days, and I have to admit, I like putting attractive women on my juries, because I figured, hey, if I'm trapped in this courtroom all week and not able to be outside running around, then I want something nice to look at. I mean, that's just an honest thing on my part. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's wrong. It's sexist. It's chauvinistic. You know, I'm all those things. I admit it. But that's kind of a form of reverse discrimination. I mean, you know, if you're sitting there and you're making decisions based on appearances, not good, not good. So I admit that was not a good thing. And so basically, you know, you've got to take a long, hard look at everybody. And how do we even know? You ask them questions, but a lot of the courts now have what they call a jury questionnaire. And in this jury questionnaire, people answer questions. You know, are you an insurance adjuster? No. Okay. Well, why is that an issue? Well, in a civil case involving a car wreck or something, you don't necessarily want an insurance adjuster on your jury, okay? Is your brother a policeman? You know, is your father a police chief? Are any of your relatives police officers? Yes, no. Are you a police officer? Yes, no. Do you want a police officer on your case? Probably not. You know, one of their buddies gets up there, has to testify against the guy, then they got to go to the FOP meeting together. I mean, come on, no chance that that guy is going to be, you know, in a position to say not guilty, you know. And right now I'm very interested by the fact that this Zimmerman trial had a jury of all women on it. I thought that was interesting and problematic. One of the big things that's happening today is we're going from just the voting rolls as being taxpayer rolls of voters, being the place where they're choosing jurors to be on a jury panel. And now the committee is actually choosing people from the BMV records. You know, so trying to broaden the appeal of people that need to be on the jury. And I've seen this in my final few jury trials that I did. I saw a lot of younger people coming in, 18, 19 years old, because they got a driver's license. Now they could be required to serve on a jury. This is a widening effect of, you know, trying to make this jury service more available to more people. Because for many, many years, the only one that voted was old people. So you'd get a big bunch of old people on your jury, you know, and you want a cross-section. That's really, I think, the best from the judge's perspective, at least, to get a nice cross-section of people, all walks of life, and try to get them to agree on something. Now, is that harder? Yes. But it's better, I think, for the system in the long run. So, hey, I hope you've enjoyed this little virtual lecture on jury selection, and consider that when you're doing your discussion on this topic. Thanks for watching.